Thinking of moving to Henderson but planning to work or play on the Las Vegas Strip? Let's talk about what that commute really looks like. From the best and worst times to travel, to road construction updates, alternate routes, and local tips, this video is packed with everything you need to know.
I'm Chruszhet with eXp Realty, your Las Vegas and Henderson real estate resource. Count on me for all things real estate.
I'm Chruszhet, your local realtor, Las Vegas native. I help families and professionals like you relocate with confidence. So let's dive into the commute from Henderson to the Strip. Let's start with the main roads you'll use. Depending on where you live in Henderson, your commute might look different. Most people use the I-215 Beltway, which loops around Henderson, connects to the Strip via the I-15. Another common route is the I-515, which is also known as US 95. This freeway runs north to south and takes you from downtown to the Las Vegas Strip. If you're coming from places like Green Valley or Anthem, you can also use St. Rose Parkway, Eastern Avenue, or Las Vegas Boulevard as surface street alternatives. Each has pros and cons depending on traffic and the time of day. Now let's talk about drive times. From Green Valley to the Strip, you're looking at about 15 to 20 minutes with average traffic. From Anthem or Seven Hills, expect about 25 to 30 minutes. And if you're coming from Lake Las Vegas, expect about 30 to 40 minutes depending on the time of day and your route. So remember, your experience will be based on time of day, weather, and whether or not there's a major event happening on the Strip. The best and worst travel times. If you want to avoid traffic, there are certain golden windows you might want to know. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and anytime after 7 p.m. Also keep in mind that on Fridays and Saturdays, the Strip gets backed up pretty quickly, especially when there's an event happening at Allegiant Stadium or T-Mobile Arena. Always check event calendars before heading out. Speaking of Allegiant Stadium, you can ride to and from Allegiant Stadium for $4 round trip. And this bus service is called Game Day Express, and it offers direct bus service to all regular season Las Vegas Raiders home games. Enjoy a convenient, affordable, and stress-free way to get to the game. There are 6 locations all around the valley, and the location that's in Henderson is going to be located at the Green Valley Ranch Casino. For more information on Game Day Express, head to rtcsnv.com. All right, alternate routes and cut-throughs. Sometimes it pays to ditch the freeway. Not everyone wants to travel on a packed freeway, especially during the times of 4:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. There are ways to get around that. If the 215 is backed up, try surface streets like Warm Springs, Russell, or Sunset. Eastern Avenue can also be a solid alternative, though it does get busy near the airport. Public transportation and rideshare. If you're not driving, you still have options. RTC transit buses do serve Henderson, but they aren't the most convenient for daily Strip commutes. Uber and Lyft are widely available. However, keep in mind that surge pricing can spike during rush hour or major events. Some shift work tips. If you work an early or a really late shift on the Strip, you're in luck. Night and early morning commutes tend to be usually smooth. Just be mindful that if you're driving home after midnight, some areas near the Strip can be a bit wild. Also, during school season, keep in mind for school zones, especially if you're going to be using residential cut-throughs during the early morning hours. Some lifestyle considerations. This is where lifestyle comes into play. If you value peace, great schools, family-oriented communities, the commute may be a trade-off worth making. Henderson gives you that suburban feel with beautiful parks, trails, and less congestion. But with that comes more time in the car. If you're working late nights or odd hours, think proximity to the Strip when choosing your neighborhood. It can make a big difference in your day-to-day life. Gas and EV charging. So gas in Henderson is generally cheaper than gas near the Strip. And for my EV drivers, there are plenty of charging stations in Henderson, spots like the Green Valley District, Galleria Mall, and Town Square near the freeway. Tesla superchargers and other fast charging stations are being spread throughout the valley, and they're growing pretty rapidly. All right, now let's talk about something most people relocating here don't really think about until they are stuck in it, and that is construction and traffic growth in Henderson. This area has seen a boom in new housing developments, especially in Inspirata, West Henderson, and Cadence, which means more cars on the road and growing pains with traffic flow. One of the biggest projects to be aware of is the I-215 Henderson widening project. And this one's close to home for me. I actually used to work at NDOT, so I've had firsthand insights into projects like this. This particular widening project is focused on improving the Beltway by adding more lanes, enhancing interchanges, and installing sound walls for nearby communities. The stretch between Stephanie and Pecos is one of the key focus areas right now. Once complete, it should significantly reduce bottlenecks and improve the flow of traffic, especially during rush hour. But for now, know that lane closures, detours, and nighttime construction are very real. So plan ahead if you commute on the 215 regularly. I recommend using nvroads.com or checking the NDOT social media pages for real-time updates on these projects. So long term, this is going to make a huge difference for anyone living in Henderson. But short term, patience is key. Okay, so I've got a few more bonus tips for you. Always check Waze or Google Maps before heading out. Save your favorite routes and monitor them daily. I also recommend following at Fastlane702 on Instagram as they post real-time traffic updates and construction alerts for locals. And one more tip. If you're heading to an event on the Strip, arrive early. Park on the south end of the Strip. It makes getting out of the Strip a lot more easier. So there you have it, the full breakdown of what to expect when commuting from Henderson to the Las Vegas Strip. Whether you're planning a move, relocating, or just heading down to the Strip for work, play, shows, or late night food, now you know the ins and outs of the Henderson commute. I hope this helped. Have a favorite shortcut or a local hack? Drop it in the comments and help others in the community. If you have questions about neighborhoods, commute times, or home buying in the area, reach out to me. I'd love to connect. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more local insight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.